Right, so recording again, and back to the art of making out in the rain. We're still on mix number 5. We haven't printed this mix. Be curious to see how mix number 4 turned out, because I didn't really listen to it. But listening to this mix again with a fresh set of ears, I can see that there's problems. So in the last video, I tweaked the initial transient of this beginning sort of plucked synth, if you will, or this plucked instrument. So what we did was we used a very fast-acting FET compressor, the 1176, to sort of tame the pokiness of it, and it did just that. It also took out some of the high-end content. So what I did to do this, so I got rid of, well, first off, I turned off the API compressor. I just didn't feel like it was needed anymore. It's kind of, man, that's stout for sure. To me, it's more musical without the API compressor on. It's a little stout. I mean, that's a stylistic choice, but I'm going to turn off the API compressor, whereas I had it on before. And then I turned on the EQ section here, because the this plucked instrument lost some of the high end when I put on the 1176. It was added 2 dB at 15K. Again, we're using a high shelf filter. So now the other issue that I've identified with this particular mix is that there's a bit much reverb on here. So on this particular plugged instrument, so I want to kind of tame that a little bit. So I have to think about, I do want a little bit of that halo, but I don't want it to be too much. It sounds like it's too much. It sounds like there's too much maybe high end in the reverb. There's too much of this room tone, so it doesn't sound very natural, at least not to me. So we do have this second guitar here. This could be something also that we automate for certain parts. Or you can turn off all of this and just have it go to EQ guitar. I don't know whether it's pre-fader. You might use a little bit of EQ on here. What am I not doing right here? So I think some of the EQ is an issue. So we're going to actually go back to the way we had it before. So that's too muted out. So we're just going to redo this. We're going to do factory default. So we're going to load low shelf that here. I might do actually pretty high end. Yeah, let's do that and then low shelf EQ. Pace authorization for Pro Tools. I don't know why it's doing that. It's odd. That's not good when it does that. All right, so we'll come back to this later.